Welcome to Fayetteville, Arkansas, a place where legends have long stood for excellence. Names like Broyles, Holtz, McFadden, Jones, and Johnson. And when they call the Hogs, it is a rite of passage. A huge opportunity for both of these teams to get a boost and find a way to break into the top 25 if they can come out with a victory. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Rebels will kick it away to start. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Green. Got it in the middle, it's Hill. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. Coming off a season in which things really didn't go their way in conference play, and they'd love to get on a roll here this season.
Well, this is a team from a roster standpoint, though, that believes they're better on the field than they were a year ago. They've made some additions through high school recruiting, through the portal, and they think that's going to be the difference, David.
And now they got to put it together, right? And this is when it really works. When you get in conference play, it gets different. The familiarity within the league of all the coaches. And so this is really hard for them. But I'm interested to see what they can do and to see if they can bounce back.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Pratt. Turning it off. It's a seam wide open. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Green. With the catch, it's Green. Ripping through the defense. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Off-play action on first down. Now rolling to the left. Quick strike complete. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line. Both these teams just outside the top 25 and really needing to win a game like this to vault their way into the rankings.
And it's just amazing winning a game like this, what it can do for your program, right? Recruiting, your confidence. Everything is better when you've got the number beside your name. And, David, one of these two teams is going to get that number if they pull out the win.
No doubt, and you continue to start the season off and build, right? Because you started with preseason, and you start with getting into the year, and now you're starting to build and build and build and build that momentum. Getting a win against a really good team, finding out who you are, can set the tone for your season.
Ninth play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a third down. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. Off the play fake. Wiggles free. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Might be changing the route. Let's send the tight end in motion. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Quick strike through the air for the score. And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown of the game, and whoop-pig.
Woo-pig going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited, and you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board, they are going nuts.
And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. To the big fella. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that big fella.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going to take a shot. Makes a grab right down the middle. Right down the gut of the field.
so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Firing deep. It's caught. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up. Now the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The Rebels in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Oh, they're after him. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Gonna look downfield again. Finds his man. It's Taylor. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain. Now they're forced to punt.
It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down. When it matters the most, you can tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass on 2nd down. Forced out of the pocket. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got his man on the right. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game.
There he goes. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
The play action fake. Now he's going to break the pocket. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice this game.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Green. Now adjusting. The throw. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Motion from the wideout. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Blake. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What did you do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. All that speculation all week, and now we know. And something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Taylor. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here's a heat. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Razorbacks. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. How about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw at Simmons. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Pocket breaking down. Got out of trouble and throws. Fires to the big fella. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Catch in the middle, it's Ray. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Rebels are in the hurry-up. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle, it's Taylor. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space. And
it's caught! Touchdown, Ole Miss!
Hey, when everything else is covered, sometimes you just got to look to the big fella. I mean, it might not be the right matchup, but I got the size, I can throw it to him, and he rewards you with the score.
How about this? A two-point conversion coming. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to pass. It's Green. Grabbed in the middle. It's Washington. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Lining up from the 34 on first down. On the run, it's Hill. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Looking to fire. Finds a tight end. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Makes the catch. It's Green. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. And the Razorbacks will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Green. Quickly out to the tight end. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. And after that catch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Steps away. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage for a loss.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great first half, given up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
Get it out on the screen. Breaks the tackle. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Wants to go up top. Dumps it to the back. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Looking for more room. At the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll start this third quarter with a run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Can't make the catch, and it'll be third down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Looking for a man, it's Simmons. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a first and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
Man, you got to give credit to this defense. In the sudden change situation, they barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sideline. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the field. They're on their own goal line, and a phenomenal job getting lined up, communicating, and making sure that that pass play fell incomplete.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, obviously, a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the number one thing. Avoid disaster here. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his second of the day, this one from 23. Nestled just inside that right upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield at Simmons. Trying to get behind the defense. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, coming out in the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the third quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. At the 35, he's got room. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. He's looking deep. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Looking for a man. It's Simmons. He wants to go deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
3 straight incompletions and undaunted. They'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking for space to the left. Caught in the backfield. It's Haas.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And here they come, almost all the way back. And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, they had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering him. It would be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. News, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Using his feet to buy time. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out, but when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Touchdown, Rebels! They take the lead with the 6.
Football oftentimes gets won by the teams who play the best on their critical down and distances. What an amazing play by that quarterback on third down. Able to put his team on his back, use his legs to extend and buy time, and then go score. Awesome job.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback making checks. He'll start this drive going to the air. Buys a little extra time. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
You got to give the defense credit here because they came out here in the second half with the goal of putting the clamps on this passing attack, and they have not allowed a completion yet in the third quarter. This offense has thrown it time and time again. Nothing there.
To the air on second down. Finds his man. It's Washington. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a third and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Green. Unloads to the right. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They scored last time, and this time they'll crank it up from inside the red zone. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks it down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. He's looking to throw on third and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, on third and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
Looks as if they're going to pass on a chance to take the lead with the field goal and go for it on fourth down. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Razorbacks come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw. It's Green. Makes the grab. And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the first down. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Hill. He goes out of bounds, and that'll take us to the start of the fourth quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Green. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Green. Moves around to clear up the vision. Now he'll throw back into the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Taylor. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll run it from the gun. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. He cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get into those critical points now. They get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And that's really nice. Because you're in the red zone, you do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And that's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executing in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Gets the back moving. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air. It's Green. Quickly to the tight end. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. And the Razorbacks want to move quickly. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Grab near the marker. It's Hill. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. using his legs to buy some time. He wants a big play here late. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. And you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Pucks it out of the air. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Offense changing the play. Wants to throw it. Here's the pressure. Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Green. Steps away to find some room. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, as soon as he got outside the pocket, the defense smelt blood in the water. Everybody started pursuing. And how about the big hit on the QB outside the pocket? At that point, he's a runner. He's not getting protected anymore. Nice job. He felt that one.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. The give and tick, 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 tick. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
Well, a lot of bad things happening on that play if you're on offense because, 1, you lost yards, but 2, you ran out of bounds. You've got the lead. You want to bleed this clock. It's one thing to lose yards, but stay in bounds. Just go down.
He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And they take a knee on 4th down, having inflicted enough damage, and that ought to do it. Well, these guys have gotten off to a great start, getting out of the gate 3-0. Jesse, do we have a contender on our hands?
I know it's early, Reese, but this looks like a team right now that could be in that college football playoff discussion come year's end. They've got the playmakers. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. They've overcome some tests early, David. I know it's a long season, but they at least look like they're for real.
They definitely look the part. They look like they're for real. But you know what happens throughout a season. You lose momentum and injury happens. So they're definitely one of those teams we're going to continue to talk about. But it's still early. It's week 3.